Welcome to DriveCore, the automotive YouTube channel for the masses. I'm Nathan, and in today's video, I want to talk about knobs. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that open doors or the ones that you encounter while driving on the road. I'm talking shift knobs, more specifically for manual transmissions. And in today's video, why choosing the right one can make all the difference. You may think it's a bit crazy, but having the right shift knob for your vehicle can make or break the excitement of driving with a manual transmission. I mean, nothing is more satisfying than going through the gear range in a manual transmission vehicle, especially if you have a fun city car like I have here today. But the only true connection you have to the transmission is through the shift knob. And if you don't have a really good shift knob, you may be missing out a little bit. However, if you have a crappy shift knob that's either worn out or doesn't quite feel right in the hand, you may want to consider getting a new one. Because let's face it, the stock shift knob is probably not ideal. If you had watched the review of my 2018 Mazda 3, you probably noticed that this is not a stock shift knob, it's an aftermarket. The stock shift knob was alright, but it just felt a little light and chunky in the hand, which I personally didn't care for. You may recognize this shift knob here. This is an Auto X shift knob, which feels well weighted and ergonomic in the hand. Now, this shift knob here, compared to the stock shift knob which came in the vehicle that I'm driving today, which is a 2005 Acura EL, which is just basically a Honda Civic. This one here only weighs 120 grams versus this Auto X here, which weighs 185 grams. Now, to be honest, it doesn't feel like night and day difference, but definitely you do notice the extra 65 grams in the weight of the Auto X knob here. Now, if you want a shift knob like this Auto X here, it can be a bit pricey. At the time of making this video, the prices range from about $95 to $135 US. Now, that's a bit more than a lot of us would ever want to spend on a shift knob. Now, fortunately, I got lucky and my friend had given this to me as a birthday gift many years back. Now, you can buy a shift knob like this Auto X here, but you may want to do some research first. Because shift knobs come in lots of varieties, just like humans do, it can be a bit daunting to find the right one. Now, I would suggest just starting off with what kind of material do you want to work with, because there is like wood, metal, vinyl, and kind of leather like this one here. Now, another big thing is the weight of the shift knob. Now, this one, as I mentioned earlier, the Auto X, is heavier than the stock shift knob, which came in the Acura EL. Now, the advantages of having a heavier shift knob, in my opinion, is that you do get the more mechanical feel when going through the gear range, meaning that it's a bit more force that you must apply when going into a gear, which does feel nice. I personally like it. Not everyone will. Whereas the light shift knob, it kind of just glides into the gears. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just almost like a buttery smooth without having to apply a lot of force, which again is fine, but you don't get that mechanical feeling as you do with the heavier shift knob. Now, the last important thing when considering a shift knob is the shape and size of them. As I said before, there are many different varieties of shift knobs, and that includes the overall shape of them. Now, these ones, unfortunately, today, I can't really compare and contrast because they are practically the same style. Now, I do like this kind of rounded at the top. It feels nice in the hand, and it kind of makes it feel like a ball, but without making it feel really wide and hard to grip. Now, again, this is my kind of preference when I buy a shift knob. It's my style. You may like the sphere, or you may want something maybe shaped like a samurai sword. Again, that's your personal taste. I won't judge you. Now, you may be asking, well, Nathan, this doesn't really help me. I still don't know which one I want, which one's best for me. Well, again, as I said, you do need to do your research. If you're looking for something that's sort of in the middle ground of nice, like material and well weighted, this one here, the Auto X, is personally my favorite. I've never had a shift knob quite like this one before, and personally, I like it, and it won't give me a second-degree burn on a hot summer day. I hope today that you learned a little bit more about shift knobs and why they're a very important aspect in driving a manual transmission car, and that they're not all created equally, and that you may even want to get a new one like this Auto X here to add a little bit more excitement to your daily commuter or even your weekend warrior. If you liked today's video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and also hit the subscribe button while you're down there. so that way you get more automotive content like this and reviews on my channel. Until next time, take care. Bye now.